Sip Ashok Chotwani, Sip Hitkari ji, Sip Raju, Sip Ashok Maheshwari, Sip Rumata ji, Sip Sudeep, Sip Kaumudi, Sip Gautam, Sip Sangam Gupta, Sip Sagairaj, Sip Bridget, Sip Aru, Sip Fan. Oh, somebody's just showing me the fan. Sip Paramatma Tray, Sip Ashok, Sip Kumar Swami. Welcome to this session of kill the mind before the mind kills you. Because the mind can kill you. The mind can make you a monkey. The mind can make you a donkey. The mind can do a lot. So be careful of the mind. Today we are going to get into this interesting discussion of how we should manage the mind. My dear friends, what is the mind? Have you seen the mind? Have you seen ever how it looks? How does the mind look? Immediately when you say mind, you think of the brain. No, not the brain. Have you seen the mind? Nobody has seen the mind, but still the mind troubles us. It creates fear, it creates worry, anxiety. The mind creates so much ruckus in our life. So first of all, we should try very hard to find the mind. Because if you can't find the mind, then where's the question of it troubling you so much? My dear friends, today's session is going to be a little interesting because actually the mind doesn't exist. So somebody asked me, how can I kill the mind when the mind doesn't exist? Interesting question. I'm putting it down. The mind is an illusion. The mind is an illusion. It's a bundle of thoughts, but it can shoot more than 50 thoughts a minute, which means it's more powerful than an AK-47. It can shoot up to 50,000 thoughts a day. And the problem, it can destroy our chance of being enlightened. It can destroy our chance of being liberated and united with the divine. So this illusory rascal mind, it needs to be killed. I wrote this book, I think more than 3 years ago. One of my first books. It's therefore not a great book because the last 30, 40 books are much better. But the content on this book is called The Mind is a Rascal. So my dear friends, how can we kill the mind when it's an illusion? When it doesn't exist? Let us see. Because the mind appears. The mind appears. And it tells us, hey, I am the king. The mind tells, I am the king. But in reality, the mind is not a king. The mind is our biggest enemy. You know what? We all want peace of mind, don't we? We all want peace of mind. We're looking for peace of mind. But do you know that it is your mind that steals your peace? Correct? It is your mind that troubles you. It is your mind that actually destroys you. It kills you. And what people think, I will go away into the forest. I will run away into the forest and have peace of mind. But this is not true, because when you go to the forest, your mind will go with you. Even if you go to the forest, your mind will go with you. What is the mind? It's a bundle of thoughts. It is just a bundle of thoughts. You know, as a nice story I read some time back, a disciple asked Buddha, what is dukkha? So this is the Buddha story, but I'd like to explain it a different way. So there was a man, he brought a very unique electronic item. It was the latest television, and it had all the world channels, all the music, all the radio channels in the world, all the music channels, all the television channels, Netflix, you name it, it had it. It had wireless, it had a security system, it looked like the most exotic electronic gizmo. And he bought it and he was wanting to fix it in his house. He told his servant, I've called a technician to fix it. So just take care of this. Take care of this because it's very, very expensive. Take care of it. And the servant, servants, right? The servant, ha ha ha, yes, ha ha ha. And the servant, as he was fooling around with his mobile phone, talking to somebody, he pushed the table and that gadget fell on the ground and it broke. It crashed. That man was so disturbed. That man was so disturbed. But what could he do? He was so angry. He was so angry. But he said, what can I do? It's already, the man has already broken it. It's gone. So man was very, very angry. That night, that man could not sleep. He could not sleep and he was walking up and down. And the servant used to stay in the same house. So when he went and saw, the servant was snoring. The servant was snoring nicely. The man got even more angry. The man got even more angry. He said, this damn servant, he broke my expensive gadget and now he's sleeping. So the next morning, this man, he had a spiritual awakening. So the next morning, he went and told the servant, you know what? This was a very expensive gadget. Very, very expensive gadget. The servant said, "Ha, sir, sorry, told gaya." And he told the servant, this can play all the movies of your life you want, all the language movies, whichever movie. The servant used to be very fond of watching regional movies. The man came and told him, actually, I bought this for you. It was for your room. And now you broke it. Then the strategy was very peaceful because he said now Sethji went to sleep. And the servant could not sleep the whole night. The servant could not sleep the whole night because the servant said, I broke the most expensive gadget of my life. I broke. By Sethji bought a gadget. What is the story of Buddha trying to tell us? What is dukkha? I don't think you've heard this story. Have you heard this story before? Dukkha is a thought. Dukkha is a vichar. What Buddha said, dukh ek vichar hai. Dukh ek thought hai. If you get attached to the thought, you become a slave to it. It was a thought. It's the thought that creates unhappiness. The moment the Sethji transferred the thought to the servant became unhappy. And his unhappiness was gone. So he said, okay, it's already broken. But he was upset at the servant. So what it says, the moment, sometimes it's a thought. One moment the thought can make you miserable. Next moment you can say, I'm very happy, I'm very happy, I'm very happy. We spoke about this, right? One man, he bought a house. He was very happy, very happy, very happy. Somebody came and told him, your house is on fire. He became very unhappy, very unhappy, very unhappy. His son came and told him, no, don't worry, we have not paid for it. He became very happy, very happy, very happy. Then the son told him, we have not paid for it, but postage check has been given. He became unhappy. The same situation, we become happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy, because of the way the thought is. My dear friend, and this is done by the mind. Understand the mind. The mind is the software of the body. The human body has got hardware, software, and power supply. What is this mind? The mind is actually a part of what is called the inner instrument. And the inner instrument has got mind, intellect, memory, and ego. It has 4 aspects. We don't understand. We think everything is the mind, but everything is not the mind. The mind is just a thought factory. It produces thoughts. But because it keeps us so busy thinking, we don't reach that state of consciousness. We don't achieve that ultimate state of enlightenment. What does the mind do? Suppose you get upset. The mind makes you upset. It keeps you upset. It doesn't let you think. It doesn't let you be peaceful. Have you not experienced that? The mind can make you worry about the same thing again and 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 again. It can go on and on and on and on and on. But that's the mind. How do you transcend the mind? By getting into a state of consciousness. How do you get into that ultimate goal of enlightenment? How do you transcend? How do you bypass the mind? How do you pin down the monkey mind? Unfortunately, in this world, I like somebody told recently, I like this. In this world, we have colleges to create lawyers, doctors, engineers, but we don't have a college to create a good human being. We don't have a college to show people what is the purpose of life. We don't have a college to teach people how to kill the mind. Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard a college where they teach you to transcend the mind and ego me? You can get a PhD. A lot of people are proud of their PhD because their PhD in whatever subject, their PhD is a big certificate for them. Huh? But what is the use of PhD if your mind is a rascal? If mind is monkey, then what is the use of PhD? Because that PhD from whichever university, whether it is from JNU or Arighar University or from United States University, whichever college of the world, that where is the ability for you to learn to transcend the mind? That's why I wrote this. What did I write? I said, मन ये दुश्मन बड़ा हमें सताता सदा मन ये दुश्मन मन ये अविद्या में हम डूबे मन से हमें बचना मन से हमें बचना मन माया में ले जाता है संसार में फंसाता है हमें दुखी कराता है ये मन ये प्रभु से दूर कराता है मिथ्य में डुबाता है हमें दुखी कराता है ये मन ये हाँ ये मन ये सो ये मन है दुश्मन बड़ा. Why मन is दुश्मन? Because the mind produces thoughts and the mind continues to destroy our peace, our bliss, our happiness. A lot of people think, oh, the mind produces positive thoughts as well. A lot of positive thoughts. Yeah, the mind produces positive and negative thoughts. But do you know how the mind produces thoughts? Have I taught you all this? The mind is a factory. And whatever you put into the factory, that is the product which will come out. If you have a bottle factory, if you put glass, you will get glass bottles. If you put plastic, you will get plastic bottles. So it's the mind. In the mind, if you feed negative emotions, you will get negative thoughts. If you feed positive emotions, you will get positive thoughts. I wrote a book, it's called NEP versus PEP. You have to flip from NEP to PEP. If you want to feed your mind with positive thoughts, you will have positive emotions, you'll have positive thoughts. But if your mind is full of negative emotions, my dear friend, there will be NEP. NEP means negative energy poison. PEP means positive energy power. Our goal is to feed the mind with positive emotions. But still, even if you feed the mind with positive emotions, it's a rascal. It will give a lot of positive thoughts, but it will still create negative thoughts. Thoughts of fear, hate, worry, anger, stress, depression, pessimism, doubt, sorrow. And what about PEP? PEP will create thoughts of hope, love, faith, enthusiasm, courage, confidence, joy, optimism. How do you reach that state of positivity? And why is it the mind stops positive thoughts? You know why? Because the moment, if you have positive thoughts and there is realization and there's enlightenment, the mind is dead. The moment you are enlightened, the mind is dead. So what is the mind trying to do? The mind stops us from enlightenment. The mind is not agreeing. The mind says no, no enlightenment. Why? Because it is scared to be destroyed. But we have to understand this. If you're not enlightened at death, what happens? You know, the body will die, but the mind and ego, it will be reborn in a new body. And we suffer again and again and again. That's why the goal is nirvana, moksha, enlightenment, men. The goal of life is men. But unfortunately, the mind, it creates the me along with the ego, and it doesn't let us get enlightenment. Oh, I am Sudeep Bhargava. I, me, I. The moment I comes, how are we going to destroy this I? That is the biggest challenge in this world. It's not difficult to become a millionaire. It's not difficult to become a pilot. It's not to become a software engineer. Anybody can do it. But who can transcend the me, the mind and ego? The mind and ego to transcend is the most difficult challenge in the world. Even a multi-millionaire, even the people in the Forbes list, they are suffering lack of peace of mind. My dear friends, we have to go beyond. We have to transcend the mind and ego me and be liberated from rebirth. When we are alive, liberated from suffering on earth, and at death, liberated from rebirth. Actually, the mind doesn't exist. Actually, the mind doesn't exist, but it appears. Like a mirage in the desert. There's no mirage in the desert. It appears. You're driving in a desert, in a Registan, and there's a Mrig Trishna. Mrig Trishna means there is an illusion, a mirage. The mind is a bundle of thoughts. But it is because of the mind that we see the Maya as the reality. How do you get confused? Why do you let this whole world, who doesn't know? Hitkariji doesn't know. This is a show. We come and we go. Hitkari will say, "Aapne 100 बार बोला ये, 100 बार बोला." But mind मानता नहीं है. Mind अभी भी बोलता है ये मेरा है. ये mind wants to cling. The mind wants to cling to everything because that's what its job. It wants us to be caught in this cosmic illusion. In a song I wrote recently, I said, "Socha tune man jo ye दुश्मन हमारा प्रभु का एहसास करने होने नहीं देता मन और अहंकार को जो पार करता प्रभु को दिल के अंदर है पाता प्रभु को है पाता मन के ख्यालों में जो भी डूबा है संसार की माया में वो तो फंसा है दुखी होता है पर जो विवेक से सदा है जीता ख्यालों में वो कभी ना डूबता मन के ख्यालों में जो भी डूबा है संसार की माया में वो तो फंसा है दुखी होता है." You understand Hindi? I know Bridget doesn't understand Hindi. I'm sorry, Bridget. But the rest of you, you understand? मन के ख्यालों में जो भी डूबा है संसार की माया में वो तो फंसा है और वो दुखी होता है. We become miserable, we become unhappy because we sink in the trap of the mind. The mind catches us, traps us, pins us down, and makes us suffer. We are so unhappy because the mind is like a monkey. It's a rascal. It keeps on like a monkey. What does the monkey do? Why is the mind is a monkey? The monkey will the monkey will jump and the monkey will jump and monkey will jump and monkey will jump. Like I'm jumping. What is the air jumping like this? But the monkey keeps on jumping from thought to thought. We talk about how to tame the monkey mind. You must have heard this many times, right? But have you done it? You must have heard 100 times. Bridget, you know how to tame the monkey mind? You know? You cut the tail. MONKEY. You cut the tail. You cut the EY. You will tell air you're told 100 times. I will salute who of you have been able to cut the tail. Sudeep, have you cut the tail? Is your monkey mind like a monk? Still, silent? Rumata ji, आपका mind silent है? Silent, बिल्कुल silent. Monk बन गया है? So that is why I keep on reminding you. Girish, you understand what I'm saying? I keep on reminding you because if I don't remind you to cut the tail of the monkey mind, the monkey will make you a donkey. The monkey will make you a donkey. This is what I've taught you recently. This is a new thing I've told you, right? The monkey will make you a donkey. But when you cut the tail, monkey, that EY, ever yelling, ever yearning, when you cut the damn tail, then then what you get is the still and silent monk. Every Friday, we choose a 30 minutes topic where I talk. And every day at 8 o'clock, you ask me a question. But sometimes your monkey mind doesn't let you ask questions. You want to ask the question, and your mind will say, let somebody ask. Your mind will say, I will ask tomorrow. I already know the answer. What if AiR doesn't know the answer? Your monkey mind will give you 10 reasons why you should not ask the question. I'm telling you this. You have many questions in your head. No? Can you ask the questions after you are dead? No. Remember, get this in your head that you can't ask questions after you or me are dead. So you get out of the bed. I always say, get out of the bed means don't sleep. But the mind, the problem is the mind. How can we shoot the mind which doesn't exist? When it doesn't exist, how do I shoot it? It's very simple. You know how to kill the mind? Make it still. Make it still. And you can destroy the mind. Just make the mind shh, 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 shh. Your mind is worried why there's silence for 10 seconds. Your mind has got worried why there's silence for 10 seconds. The mind can't even be silent for 10 seconds. Through discipline, through willpower, through your intellect, you can transcend the monkey mind. You can transcend the monkey mind and attain that state of consciousness, that state of enlightenment, that state of realization. When you reach that state of realization, the mind will be there no more. My dear friends, you want to reach that state where there is no mind. The Buddhists, they have given a wrong name. I don't see Sanjay Das. Sanjay Das is not well, but I hope he's on the call. The Buddhists, they call it mindfulness. What does mean of mindfulness? It doesn't mean mind should be full. It means mind emptiness. Mindfulness means you become mindful. And you can only become mindful when the mind is empty. But I don't know why they use the term mindfulness. It confuses people. Because everybody is not so intelligent to use mindful as mind empty. So the point is, when the mind is still, when the mind is no more, my dear friends, then we have destroyed the monkey mind. Practice silence, practice activating the intellect, and work towards realization of the truth. This is the challenge. And when the mind is too noisy and too troublesome, you know what I tell the mind? You know, Ashok Nichani, you know what I tell the mind? I tell the mind, मन रे तू काहे को शोर करे, ख्यालों में मुझको तू क्यों डुबाता, शांति क्यों चुराए, मन रे तू काहे को शोर करे, मन के ख्यालों में जो डूबा वो सदा दुखी रहता है, सत का चित वो नहीं है करता, अविद्या में सदा डूबा है, मन से बचना है, मन से बचना है. Tell your mind, hey my dear mind, थोड़ा quiet यार. Because when you cut the noise, you can hear the divine voice. Try to make the mind still. People don't understand. The mind is the enemy. What is today's discussion? Let us put it together. What is today's discussion? Kill the mind. Why? People think the mind is king. What are you talking? When the first time, I think Dasi Budrani, I'm not sure he's on the call today, when Dasi Budrani read the book for the first time, he said, why should I kill the mind? Because the mind is your biggest enemy. The mind is, if you don't kill the mind will kill you. So you decide. Either you kill the mind or the mind kills you. But where's the mind? I cannot find. You have to still the mind. It is a bundle of thoughts. The goal is that state of consciousness which comes from enlightenment, from realization, and the mind stops us. It's the truth. And the mind can really make us a monkey. This is one of the favorite story. I think I've not told you this story for a long time, so I'll tell you the story once again. Did I tell you all? Do you remember this story? That villager, the villager was taking his goat to the market. You remember the story? Girish, you remember? The villager was taking goat to the market. So one man came and told him, your dog is very beautiful. So the villager said, huh? What? And the villager was walking. Another man came and asked him, hello, you are going to market to sell your dog? I will buy your dog. So this villager looked at the goat and said, what is wrong? Second man is coming and telling your dog. Just as he was looking, third man came and said, I'm ready to pay any price for your dog. Your dog is the best dog I have seen. I'm ready to pay any price for your dog. So this villager started thinking that the goat has become a dog. So he was wondering how the goat has become a dog. Just then a man came and told him, how much I should pay? 10,000, 20,000? I'm ready to pay. I want your dog. So the man shouted, the villager shouted, hey, you fool! This is not a dog. This is a goat. Then these four men, they were part of a group of one spiritual saint. Then the spiritual saint came and told the villager, Baba, these men want to buy your dog. Nah, we'll give you 25,000 rupees. Will you please sell your dog? So the villager looked at the goat. The goat was costing only 5,000 rupees. The villager looked at the goat and he said, okay, I am ready to sell my dog for 25,000 rupees. The saint gave him one slap. The saint gave one slap and said, you think we are bloody fools or what? You want to sell, you think you're selling a 5,000 rupees goat for 25,000 rupees. What this is actually comes from a Nasiruddin story. Nasruddin Shah, Nasruddin stories are interesting. So what this story says, how easily we can make the mind into a monkey. How easy we can fool the mind. Mind will come and tell you, and you will get carried away by the mind. That's why Ru Mataji always tells, don't make decision from heart, make decision from head. This Ru Mataji shouted that day when somebody was talking. My dear friends, the mind can believe anything. We have to be careful. The mind can destroy us. We have to be careful. Don't let the mind kill you. It's your choice. You want to suffer again and again? Do you want to come back to earth? I'm asking you all a question. You want to come back one more time? You want to come back again and again? You may come as a goat. You may come as a dog. You may come as a human being. You may come as a tree. I don't know. Do you want to come back? Or do you want liberation? You want unification? What do you want? If you don't kill the mind, if you don't remove the me, the mind and ego, you will never realize that you are sick. You are part of the supreme immortal power. I know that all of you are very keen on this call. We have sometimes 60, 70 people coming every day. And next week, many of you have shown interest on being a life coach. So next week, I will try to speak on that subject, how to be a life coach. How can you help people achieve happiness, achieve people get enlightenment? So next week, I will try to speak to all of you who have been coming regularly on this call on how you can achieve that state of being a life coach. And I will coach you. I will coach you to become a coach, not just to learn the subject that we are talking every day, but how you can become a life coach and have two advantages. One, this teaching will make you better. It will improve your own learning. And two, you will touch, trigger, and transform people's lives. So if you want to touch, trigger, and transform people's lives, then remember, next week, don't be late, 7 to 7:30. Don't be late because that's the time we will talk about how you can be a life coach. Today we will get back. We've been having so much on Prema Yoga for the last few days. And now today we've come with a new topic completely. on how to kill the mind before the mind kills you. Administrator, let us throw open the subject for discussion of question and answers.
First question, Amitash. Air, please unmute.
Yes, Amitash, how can I help you?
Shivoham, Master.
Shivoham.
Master, I want to know, like, which is the best form of meditation you recommend? My first question, Master.
To start meditation, you need to practice silence. To start meditation, no meditation can work without practice of silence. And silence means you still the body and the mind. Some people say, I am silently typing. I am silently doing my software engineering. How can you silently do software engineering? Means there's no silence. No, I'm not making any noise. It's not that. You have to cut the 5 senses: eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin. Shh. Try to practice. See the mind. Amitash, you want to know
Yes.
the best way of, I'm going to teach you all a practical method. Are you ready? You have to make note of this.
Yes, Master, I'm making.
The mind produces 50 thoughts a minute. Whenever possible, take a notebook and write how many thoughts, what do you think your mind is producing? How many thoughts? Try to, I know you can't count, but can you count whether your mind is thinking less? Can you spend time in stilling the mind, making the mind still? Maybe you could give 4 or 5 categories. My mind is stressed. Suppose one category of mind, my mind is stressed, or my mind is worried, or my mind is neutral, or my mind is peaceful, or my mind is blissful. Try to ask yourself 5, what stage is your mind? You know when the stage is, suppose today your girlfriend has walked away with somebody. So what state will you be if your girlfriend has just walked away with somebody? Oh, you'll be very stressed out, right? You'll be worried. You are just going to catch your girlfriend and she's jumped into somebody else's car and she's going. Or suppose you are supposed to get a contract and your own best friend stole away the contract. Or suppose somebody told you that you have got advanced stage of cancer. Oh, the mind can go rattling. So how can you be able, suppose you listen to a beautiful song. Suppose you're listening to a song, say, Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. See, my mind is peaceful. Try to reduce the MTR, the mental thought rate, from an aggressive, stressed, worried mind to a calm mind. Practice silence. Activate the intellect. When the mind is thinking a rubbish thought, tell the intellect, shh, mind, shh. So these are the several things, Amitash, you need to do. I've given 4 or 5 things to do. You need to do all of them. When you do all of them, the monkey becomes a monk. The last point for making a monk is don't keep on becoming greedy. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. All this affects our meditation. And you know the goal of meditation, Amitash? You must be in a state of meditation all the time. You must be calm all the time. Possible? Practically impossible. If you reach the state of being calm all the time, you're already enlightened. That is the goal, to reach the state of consciousness. Patanjali gave 8 limbs. 8 limbs of this Ashtanga Yoga. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. 8 steps, he said. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So all these are not easy. I don't want to. So I've given you so many things. Now you're asking me what is the best way for meditation. You
Yes,
decide.
Master.
You use all these and see how you're able to quieten the mind.
Among these 8. And the
The mind-
prerequisites, of course, I'll follow.
Huh?
The prerequisites that you told about silence, of course, I'll follow. So among these 8, I have to choose whichever suits me best.
Not amongst you need all the 8 steps of Patanjali.
Okay. Oh.
But if you want my practical way, every time you remember you want to succeed in meditation, stop whatever you're doing for 1 minute. How much silence you need? 1 minute. Every day, count how many 1 minute silences have you had? Have you had 3 in a day? 5, 10, 15? This is your index. Your meditation index will depend on how many 1 minute silences you're having every day. Enough. I've given you overdose of.
Thank you so much, Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next question.
There's a question from Kaumudi.
Yes, Kaumudi. Is it Kaumudi going to speak live? Kaumudi?
Yes, can't we think from the heart instead of the head? Because the mind thinks about wants and me and mine and selfish things, but the heart always wishes the best for the other one, and we want to give and we want to love. And
What do you mean by thinking from the heart? The heart doesn't think.
like
This is
not
the
like
wrong-
selfish.
No. First of all, the heart has no ability to think. So your question only is wrong.
Okay.
First you must, no, I'm sorry to say that. Please don't. when
It's
people
okay.
say-
It's okay.
When Kaumudi, when people say think from the head, not from the heart, do you know what they mean? You know or you don't know what they mean?
I think that I don't get that thing only.
Let me explain to you. When you say think from the heart, think from the head and not from the heart, it means think from the intellect, don't think from the mind.
Acha.
It means completely something opposite. It completely changes the whole paradigm. Think from the head, not from the heart, means don't think out of emotions. Think intellectually. Don't think emotionally. Because when your decisions are emotional, they can be wrong. Your decisions have to be intellectual. To end your last point, Kaumudi, when you are enlightened, then you can use your spiritual hunches. You get an inspiration and you go by that. You go by that feel. That is a different feel that you go, but that's not emotional. That is the spiritual kick that you get. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Next question.
Ashok Nichani.
Ashok Nichani. Green bottom.
Shivam Sarji,
Shivoham.
Sarji, is it possible to control our mind by using our intellect? By using our intellect so that the second thought does not go to the mind.
Repeat it. Is it once again, please?
We should we should use our intellect to control our mind and not let the second thought go into the mind.
How can the intellect control the mind? The intellect can only Ashok. The intellect can only discriminate a thought.
Yes,
The mind does not exist.
Mind does not exist, but the thoughts, they go to the mind.
And the intellect can only discriminate one thought at a time.
We should stop thinking of the second thought.
No, the intellect cannot do that.
Okay.
Try to understand. It's a very good question. It's a very good question. The intellect cannot stop the mind from thinking.
Okay, sir.
The intellect can tell you, Ashok, instead of going to Rameshwaram, let us use the money for going to Anath Ashram. This the intellect can tell you. But the intellect cannot stop the mind from thinking, I want to go Vrindavan, I want to go Kailash, I want to go Kashi. Every time the mind thinks of a thought, the intellect can discriminate the thought. What is the? Please be clear about the function of the intellect. It's just like me asking you, can your ear chew the food?
Not possible, sir.
Why the ear cannot chew? Who has to chew the food?
The teeth have to chew the
The
food.
teeth. The teeth have to chew the food. You are telling the ear to chew the food. How the ear will chew the food?
Not possible.
So the intellect cannot chew the food. The intellect cannot stop the mind. Now you tell me, Ashok, how you will stop the mind, Ashok?
By using our intellect.
No. You stop the mind through silence. What we just
Silence.
spoke about.
Okay. Still.
You stop the mind from cutting the tail.
Tail,
That is ever yelling and
Ever.
ever yearning.
Right, sir.
If you stop the mind from having more and more desires, you can still the mind.
Still the mind.
If you stop the mind from being caught in the noise, some people, Ashok, they like to watch horror movies. They like to watch this Kabhi Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, something what is, I don't know this. They watch all the horrible serials in the television, and after watching all the horrible serials, they want peace of mind. How can you get peace of mind? You already made your mind into pieces.
So many thoughts gone in.
You agree? Have you seen some rubbish TV serials or not?
Yes, Sirji.
I don't see. In years, maybe in 2 years, I may see 10 minutes. In 2 years, I may see 10 minutes because my mother is watching. Okay. Next question.
Thank you, Sirji.
Thank you. Did I answer all your questions?
There's a question from Bridget.
Yes, Bridget.
How I use only intellect thoughts.
How are you?
How I can use only intellect thoughts.
So, Bridget, when the mind is thinking, let me give you an example. Suppose you want to tell me some bad words. Correct? I want the bad words. Suppose you want to say your teeth, you close. Cannot. You close your mouth. Can you tell bad words?
No.
No. Like that, how you can close your mouth and stop bad word from coming out? When the mind is producing thoughts, your intellect can stop that thought from becoming a feeling and becoming an action. Suppose you are sitting in a train and somebody left their mobile. Boyfriend, girlfriend, I love you, they're going out of the train, and your mind says, keep quiet, let them go. I take this mobile because I didn't take, they went, they left and they're gone. It's a gift, God has given me gift. But your intellect says, no, this is not good. You take the mobile and call them, hello, boyfriend, girlfriend, come here, take it. So what I'm explaining to you, the mind can be controlled by the intellect. You have to make it a habit. Not to let the thought become action. You have to stop every thought, every important thought. You stop it, discriminate, yes or no, do or don't do, then you control the mind. I hope I answered your question. This is what you asked, right? I understood your question.
Yes, I understand everything. I have to choose what I want to do and very analyze what better to do.
But if you
Before
don't activate your intellect, if you don't keep the intellect like a sword, keep the intellect ready. So when the mind is thinking, cut. Understood? Administrator next. So Bridget, I have to explain in Bridget's style. So you have to understand, audience must understand. I have to give Bridget should understand me because she's special guest from Canada along with Bharat Patel. Okay, next please. And Kumar Swami is also from the United States. So we have 3 people from that part of the world. Administrator next.
So I think this question is from Kumar Swami. What is thought and thinking?
What is thought and thinking? I think thought is a product. It comes as a piece, one thought. I had a thought. And thinking is a continuous process of thought after thought. So you keep on thinking, or you get a thought. When you get a thought, then that thought comes and it's under a pause situation. But thinking means you can't control the continuous flow of thoughts. It is flowing and flowing and flowing. So to explain to Kumar Swami in simple words, a simple thought may be a small bucket of water, but thinking is like a river. It is flowing and flowing and flowing. Is that what you wanted, Kumar Swami, or something else? Then you can ask me if there's something not clear.
So what is the source of the thought, sir? What is the source of the thought?
The source of thought, if I tell the mind does not exist, where it comes from. The source of thought is Jivatma. Every Jivatma, every human being who has got me, mind and ego, which is a subtle body, Sukshma Sharir. The source of thought is Sukshma Sharir. The illusory mind and ego. The mind and ego which cannot be found. That is the source of thought.
Okay.
Atmatray.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, the thoughts come as per our emotions.
Correct.
How can we change or control our emotions?
You can choose your emotions. For example, let me tell you, suppose I want to love you or I want to hate you. This is the emotion. Love is a positive emotion, hate is a negative emotion. One is pep, one is nep. Suppose I want to be angry. I can choose anger or I can choose forgiveness.
Okay.
I can choose optimism or I can choose pessimism.
Achha.
So emotions are a choice. It's a raw material. It is a raw material we feed to the thought factory. The mind is like a thought factory. We are supplying that emotion to the mind.
Yes.
So we have to care. We can choose. No, Atmata, you agree? We can choose. No?
Yes.
We can choose the emotion. But once, so suppose you have the emotion of fear. You can choose the emotion of courage. You can go to somebody who's courageous. You can read a courageous book. You can hear a courageous song. You feed the mind with courageous emotions. Then you will have courageous thoughts.
Okay.
Thank you, Atmatray.
Thank you.
Next question.
We have a question from Jyotri.
Yes, please.
There is no duality. Everything is one. Does death and birth the same?
There is no duality. Everything is one for the enlightened being. For the enlightened being, there is no death. There is no birth. When you come to the level of saying there is no duality, Jyotri, no duality means you, me are one. No duality means Atma, Paramatma is one. When you reach that state of non-duality or Advaita, when you reach that state, then where is the question of death and birth? There is no rebirth. You are liberated. You are united with the divine. So I don't know what is are you asking something behind this question? I don't know. So let us know if there's something which is, because Jyotri has got, some super computer questions. Some of you have got supercomputer minds. So you come with good questions. Atmata, you want another question before, and Avinash Sawant also. Atmata and then Avinash Sawant.
Sir, I have read in Bhagavad Gita, Vicharini Bhakti. यानी ईश्वर कहता है कि सब में मुझे देखो. यानी कि how it is.
That is the truth, no, Atmatra. Everyone has got sip, no. Sab mein mujhe, see me in everybody. Means this is what we are talking all these days. You are sip, Kumar Swami is sip, Ashok Nichani is sip, Bridget is sip, so is Samita sip. So everybody is sip. We appear different. But we are like sip now.
It is like a prem yoga, na?
No, this is non-duality. See what happens. Bhagavad Gita has got its own way of explaining. So unless
Okay.
you are very clear about it, I cannot comment. Bhagavad Gita
Okay.
can be very complicated. But what you are saying, what statement you are saying, sab mein mujhko dekho. This is your statement. That means don't look at the skin. Look
Okay.
at the ruh. This is my favorite
Okay.
word nowadays I speak. Ruh. Ruh means atma. Look
Yeah.
at the ruh. Look at the
Okay.
atma within. Don't get fooled by the skins. The skin is only
Okay.
an appearance. So what I
Yeah.
think he told in he told Arjuna, you are not killing all these people. Don't think you're killing your mama, chacha, this one, that one. Everybody is the manifestation of the divine. So this is,
Yes.
but this is Mahabharata, Ramayana. These all are epics. We cannot get get into any confusion on this. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Avinash Sawan.
Yeah, yes, Shivam, sir.
Shivoham.
Yeah, my question is like we are gonna silence or kill the mind. Then what about emotions and feelings? So whatever I do is to experience something, experience new things, and that experience relates to feel wow and so and emotionally good. So my question is that uh, do I have to ignore my feelings that's on the event based, or how that will be?
See, hold on. I think you're a little confused. Remember, where does feelings come from? Feeling comes from thought. A thought, I don't know if you know this equation. Let me quickly give it to you. Thought becomes feeling, feeling becomes action, action becomes habit, habit becomes character, character becomes destiny. This in this book, Prep to Nep, I cover this complete chain. It's called a thought chain. So whatever you think, suppose you have angry thoughts become angry feelings, become angry actions, become angry habits, become an angry character, and your destiny is destroyed with anger. Happy thoughts become happy feelings, become happy actions, become a happy habit, becomes a happy character, and your destiny is happy. Are we clear about it? So where in the thought chain are you stuck, Avinash?
Okay, I got you. So feeling is created by me. So what happens, like we set certain goals, and that goal is like once I achieve that, I will have these feelings, right, or this experience. But now I can understand that it is created by me. So yeah. So yeah.
It comes from your thoughts. As
Okay.
per the thoughts, so will be your feelings. Okay.
Yeah. So no, certain like event based, I will feel emotionally low or feeling low, and some events I feel like very high energy or elevated. Okay.
Why you're feeling low? Why you're feeling low? Because your thoughts are low.
I got that. Now I got that.
If you change your thoughts, you can feel high. But how to change your thoughts? You know how to change your thoughts?
Yeah.
How?
Flip the coin. Yeah.
How to change your thoughts?
Flip it from negative
You know,
to
my friends,
positive.
I read about 100 books on positive thinking. I read about 100 books. And everybody says, hey, think positive, man. Hey, think positive. Think positive, man. Just think positive. What is think positive? How to think positive? How? It's easy, na? Think positive. Think positive. How? So you think positive when you choose positive emotions. You try to choose positive emotions. The positive emotion will create positive thoughts. Then will create positive feelings.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So don't just say think positive. Here, if you want to, suppose you're feeling sad. I'll give you an example. Avinash, suppose you're feeling sad. What do? Hear a happy song. Hum honge kamyab, hum honge kamyab, ek din. Then what happens? That song becomes an emotion and gives you thought and gives you feeling and gives you action. You need a trigger, and the trigger is your emotions.
Got you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Pradeep Bhargava.
Sir.
Shivoham.
I actually had two questions. One question you've already answered, that what is the origin of thoughts? So I think you've already answered that it will be the emotions which will trigger the thoughts.
Absolutely.
My another question is there any relationship between the thoughts and the senses? Because even when the senses are down in our dream state, the thoughts are still there in form of dreams. So
Sudeep, it's very simple. Don't let your monkey mind jump here and there. It's very simple, Sudeep. The five senses are the five doors: eyes, ears, nose, tongue,
yeah.
and skin. These five senses trigger thought. When these five senses are closed, your MTR, your mental thought rate, will come down drastically. But your mind is the sixth sense. Your mind is another sense. It will think thought independent. Now you want one more? One more is your memory. If your mind is silent, your memory may trigger a thought. If your mind is silent, your ego may trigger a thought. So these are all part of the Antahakarna. So you have to be sensitive. And the thought can come from anywhere. I hope you're getting what I'm saying, Sudeep. Are you in agreement? Or
Perfect,
you have
sir. Perfect. You get the
any
answer,
contra
sir.
question, please ask me, Sudeep.
Sure. I got the answer, sir. Thank you.
So we have to be careful. Okay, that's why some of you want silence, right? And you say, my mind is very disturbed. Oh, my mind is very disturbed. I experience mind so disturbed sometimes. What do? You first calm. Try to calm the senses. You just hear some soft spa music. But still your mind is not calm. That is when your mind is very agitated, when your mind has got some stress and worries, creating boom, 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 boom. But if your eyes are open, the boom, 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 that becomes 10 times more. So you close the senses. Next question, please.
That's it for today.
Very good. So my dear friends, today we spoke about some very important things. You all come onto this call because you are seeking something. Nobody is coming onto this call because of time pass. You're coming here because one, either you want happiness or you want peace or you want purpose or you want suffering solutions or you want self-realization or you want God realization or you want to understand the concept of karma and life or you want enlightenment. You want to overcome the myth and realize the truth. Or you just want Sat Chit Anand. Or you want moksha. What do you want? You want something. When I went on a talash, I wanted happiness and I wanted purpose and I wanted God. I wanted three things. I was very happy. I was the happiest man in the world. But I wanted something more, the next level of happiness. Then my guru told me, are you going to just do this and die? I said, no, I want a purpose. And I was in love with my Lord Shiva. I wanted Shiva. These three things put me on a quest. And I went and I put 9 questions and I searched for answers. So you have to be clear what you want in life. And every day you have an opportunity of asking questions. I told you, I used to get an opportunity sometimes once a month to ask my guru questions. Once a month. And that also, you can ask Dasi Budrani, he would be there. There will be 40 people sitting around my Guruji, one offering him Chappan Bhog, and one offering Sandesh from Calcutta, and one offering Rasmalai, and then somebody will be on the television, and somebody will come and I tell, Dada, my business is not working properly, tell me how to solve the problem. And my poor Guruji, he would be so disturbed, and I would get a chance. Finally, he would say, okay, now you ask. And 1 hour he would sit and give me answers, 1 hour. I would keep on asking questions. If you want enlightenment, ask, investigate, realize the truth. Remember this, my friends. You can't get enlightenment after you are dead. Get it into your head. Don't say, I'll wait few more years. No, you may not have few more years. Life is all about moments. You have this moment. This moment, you are here. Next moment, you will be gone. Don't wait for tomorrow. Find out, who am I? Why am I here? What is your purpose of life, my dear? Why did you come to planet Earth? What is the purpose of this human birth? Don't just attend this call, because it's not, I know that you're investing half an hour, 40 minutes every day. It's expensive. Your half an hour to 40 minutes is very expensive. I value it. I treasure it. But I want you to get enlightenment. I want you to reach that state of consciousness. I want you to reach that state of Sat Chit Anand. I get disturbed. I'm telling you, after so much practice, I get disturbed. But I work my way back to get to that state of peace. We need so many things. We need clarity of thought. We need focus. Some of us are not focused. We are going in all directions. How can you achieve success if you go in all the directions? You can't be everything to everybody. You've got to see what you want to be for yourself. What you want for yourself. You want to please everybody. You can't please everybody. My mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather, my husband, my wife, my child, and my dog. I want to serve all. I want to satisfy all. How can you satisfy all? So before I end this call, let me tell you that you're in the right place. I can tell you for sure, not because I'm giving answers. I can tell you you're in the right place if you want enlightenment. You're in the right place if you want to overcome ignorance. You're in the right place if you want realization. If you're looking for something other than these 10 things, HPPSS, GKESM, I told you, right? Happiness, peace, purpose, suffering, solution, self-realization, God realization, karma life, Satchidanand, enlightenment, and moksha. If you're not seeking this, don't come for this call. I'm not giving you anything else. You want to be a millionaire, don't come for this call. I don't teach people to be millionaires and billionaires. I teach people to be zillionaires. Because more than a millionaire and a billionaire is the spiritual zillionaire. So I don't want millionaires and billionaires, because your millions and billions will be left behind. Zillionaire, a new term I'm telling you today. Be a zillionaire. Be a spiritual billionaire. And that sense, you will attain your ultimate goal. Realize you are the divine soul. Be liberated from all suffering on earth. Be liberated from rebirth. Be united with the divine. Don't come back again and again, because that is not as good as reaching that state of unification with the divine. So I hope this closing message will give you some perspective that life is short. The journey of life is short. Just today, somebody was telling me, the journey of life is short. It's true, right? We don't know how short the journey is. But however, we must be happy. We must learn to live with bliss and peace and love. Some people don't know the meaning of love, so I started teaching you all the meaning of prema yoga. What is divine love? It's not this petty lust. It's not possessiveness. It's not just between skin and skin. True love is from the ruh to the ruh, from soul to soul. How do you attain state of peace? Kill the mind before the mind kills you. How do you reach that state of happiness? Evolve from the peak of achievement, go to the peak of fulfillment, and climb the peak of enlightenment. If I speak anymore, it will be an overdose, and your glass will already some people say, you talk too much. Then I say, okay, closing comments. Anybody, I'll give you 2-3 minutes. Any of you wants to give a comment on this Bada Bhashan, big speech I gave? So anybody wants to say something, very quickly say something, a comment, or before we close? Over to you.
Guruji, I want again clarification as what Sudeep was telling.
Suppose your mobile rings with a song.
Suppose we shut down our senses. Yeah. Then also we are not able to still the mind.
You can still the mind. You can still the mind if you reach the state of consciousness. When you start observing the mind, become the witness of the mind. Watch the mind. The mind will become conscious. Mind ko sharam aa jayega. The mind will feel ashamed. Make the mind feel ashamed of itself.
But you said the thought can come because of ego also, and
Yeah. It will come. You observe the ego, observe the thoughts. But even the ego will give the thought through the mind. The ego will trigger a thought in the mind. The eyes will trigger a thought in the mind. Everything comes through the mind. Watch the mind. Keep on watching the mind.
Okay.
Thank you. Next. Thank you. Anybody else? Silence is very good, but not in ask care. Everything is good in the right place. So be silent like this when you are not in ask care. But when you're in ask air, prepare to ask questions. With that note, I bow down to you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 8. Shiva.